Thanks to all the subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Special thanks, we reached 1,000 subscribers. Really appreciate it. The new goal is 2,500. Let's make it happen. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Imagine being a member or an associate of an organization that is known for being notorious and violent, an organization that is infamous and targeted by the federal government. Imagine your affiliation with that group follows you your entire life. How far would it follow you? Would it directly preclude you from earning an honest living with a great union job, even after you have repaid your indebtedness to society? That is the story we will be examining today. A story of two men, the first being Saville Griffin of New Jersey. Saville filed for a job with the Waterfront Commission of New York as a warehouseman. Subsequently, he was hired and received a temporary registration as a warehouse man. November 14th, 2018, Kenneth Lamberth filed for inclusion in the Waterfront Commission register as a warehouseman. According to the New York Waterfront Commission, which was subsequently approved, Kenneth was hired. These men were ready to work and got right to it. A warehouse worker handles waterborne freight at a warehouse or similar facility located within a marine terminal, at a pier, or within 1,000 yards of a pier. All was well with the two men. They worked hard and went on to develop a friendship. Unfortunately, that friendship would contribute to both of these men's termination from the waterfront. Fast forward to July of 2021. The Waterfront Commission denied Kenneth Lamberth's application for inclusion in the Longshoremen's register as a warehouseman, and also revoked the temporary registration of Saville Griffin as a warehouseman, and denied Griffin's application for permanent registration in the Longshore Register. The reason for the denial shocked the workers at the pier. The commission's decision followed a hearing before an administrative law judge, ALJ, who found that Lamberth and Griffin committed acts of fraud, deceit, and misrepresentation, and associated with each other along with the following organized crime figures and career offenders. That's right, the two men associated with each other while working the job. Lamberth, 32, of Piscataway, New Jersey, associated with Anthony Ant-Man Cuso Thomas, a member of the 9 Trey Headbusters set of the Bloods. The administrative law judge, or ALJ, noted that Ant-Man had been identified as a Bloods associate since 2010. Ant-Man was convicted of possession of a firearm in New Jersey and the racketeering activity of conspiracy to manufacture a controlled substance in Pennsylvania. The ALJ noted that Lamberth and Ant-Man are longtime friends, and that Lamberth recently appeared in Ant-Man's video, Damu Penda, promoting membership in the 9 Trey Headbusters through acts of violence, mayhem, drug dealing, and murder. Griffin, 32, also of Piscataway, associated with Derwin Booker, a member of the Neighborhood Bloods, or NHB set of the Bloods. The ALJ noted that Booker has been identified as a leader in the New Brunswick NHB set. Booker is a career offender convicted of the racketeering offense of robbery. Booker was also convicted of unlawful possession of a weapon and aggravated assault. The ALJ noted that Griffin and Booker's friendship has continued unabridged since Griffin was in his teens. Lamberth and Griffin as associates identified by law enforcement of the 9 Trey Headbusters and NHB, also associated with each other. The ALJ noted that the presence of each at the piers or other waterfront terminals in the Port of New York District constitutes a danger to the public peace or safety through their associations and fraud. Lamberth recently appeared in and promoted the 9 Trey Headbusters set through his appearance in a readily available YouTube and Facebook video promoting the 9 Trey Headbusters. Griffin promoted membership in the Neighborhood Bloods through his openly visible NHB neck tattoo. Griffin and Lamberth have known each other since high school. Lamberth was previously convicted of racketeering offenses, including 2 counts of conspiracy to commit robbery and 1 count of attempted theft. The ALJ noted that Lamberth's decision to promote Blood membership through the Damu Penda video and Griffin's promotion of Blood membership through his NHB tattoo strikes at the heart of the Waterfront Commission's efforts to combat criminal influence on the piers. Fear of organized crime has been instilled over decades. It is among the means routinely used by organized crime to control unions and businesses operating on the Manhattan and New Jersey waterfronts. Fear of retaliation curbs longshoremen from cooperating with law enforcement. The ALJ further found that Lamberth had committed multiple acts of fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation on his sworn application and during a sworn interview before the commission in response to questions related to his relationship with members of the BLOODS criminal history and work history. The ALJ also found that Griffin committed fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation on his sworn application related to his relationship with members and associates of the BLOODS. Today, the commission adopted the ALJ's findings and denied Kenneth Lamberth's application for inclusion in the Longshoremen's Register as a warehouseman and ordered the immediate revocation of Griffin's temporary registration as a warehouseman and the denial of Griffin's application for permanent inclusion in the Longshore Register. The federal, state, and local governments view gangs as criminal enterprises. Apparently, the New York Waterfront Commission shares the same viewpoint. Is the New York Waterfront Commission implying or insinuating that these men were sent at the behest of gang hierarchy to infiltrate the docks, as the Italian mafia once did? Let's take a closer look at one of the organizations in question. According to Major Matt Wilson, commanding officer of the intelligence section of the New Jersey State Police, the members of the 9 Trey set of the BLOODS are in relative disarray. Every time a new set rises to fill the power vacuum, it becomes the target for cooperative law enforcement efforts, such as this operation. In 2006, the New Jersey State Police launched an investigation dubbed Operation 9 Connect, which significantly disrupted the operations of the 9 Trey set, causing them to split into 3 smaller, more fractured sets: the 793 set, the 93rd Hillside Killer Beehive set, and the 9 Trey Headbuster set. The 9 Trey Headbuster Bloodline was formed in April 2007 as a subset under the 9 Trey Gangster Bloods. According to the government, the 9 Trey Headbuster Bloods operates under the 9 Trey Gangster Blood set, which is organized under an umbrella organization called the United Blood Nation. The United Blood Nation is responsible for coordinating activities between all of the blood sets operating on the East Coast of the United States. The 9 Trey Headbuster Bloods has an organized structure, initiation procedures, meetings, rules, regulations, and rituals. New members are required to learn the history of the set, the Constitution, pledges, loyalty oaths, and rules and regulations, often referred to as food, in order to become full-fledged members of the enterprise. Members must declare their loyalty to the 9 Trey Headbuster Bloods and to other members of the set. Failure to learn the history, pledges, oaths, or rules and regulations, or failure to comply with or enforce the rules and regulations can subject members to discipline, which can include demotions, beatings, or even death, depending upon the seriousness of the violation. What do you think? Did these men deserve to be terminated from their jobs at the docks? Was their past and current gang and organized crime ties reason enough for the firing? Sometimes the past will follow you, and when it finally catches up to you, it rears its head in ways you cannot predict, control, or anticipate. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Blessings. Luke 17, verses 3-4. If your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him.